Basically, the roles we play started as a collection of photos of all of us and explanations of the actual roles we play in the community outside of employment, basically. And the idea is to show what we're capable of, even if we don't have or cannot have jobs. ATD Fourth World is a second home, an occupation, a community, group of friends.
ATD Fourth World for me is a place where everybody can say what's actually on their mind, and you'll always get someone there to listen.
It's also somewhere I can come and feel a valued member of a team with my contributions to house maintenance, etc.
I heard from ATD through my solicitor. She got me in touch because I was going through a really bad patch. I'm learning new skills through ATD to hopefully get a job that I really want to do.
At the moment I'm involved with the attic conversion. I help another member of staff around the house just doing maintenance on a Friday.
A variety of skills that people have learned coming to the house, family members. I've heard that they've went on to do little projects of their own in their friends' and families' houses.
Skillshare is the opportunity for people to come here to ATD to learn various types of skills, including general building. I got involved around 7 years ago when I first started coming to Addington Square with a friend of mine, and the then maintenance manager asked if I was interested in putting my handy skills with a hammer and screwdrivers to good use. I've done various work with the kitchen renovation, so everyone can come in and learn food hygiene, health and safety, and can do a skill sharing workshop run on a Thursday afternoon when they do a meal. I've gained experience in working in a team, which is always advantageous when you work in this sort of environment, and I've also learnt not to take myself too seriously and to try and have a laugh with my fellow co-workers.
I find it important that everybody meets together and discusses what's being done, where, and how we can move forward with what we're doing, and putting my opinion across and listening to other people's opinions so that we can combine them and move forward, basically, to help get the message out there that's needed at the time.
I've gained skills in talking to people, talking on camera, taking part in policy meetings. I find that's very much up my street.
I've gained more confidence skills and speaking skills, and learning to listen to people.
For me, it's given me the confidence to speak out. Everybody has a right to be heard.
You do matter, and your voice is important to someone out there. And if you put your point of view across in a constructive way, you will be listened to.
I'd have never been able to do it years ago, but since being involved with ATD, I've learnt to speak in front of people, and now I just have to work on one-to-one.
It's important because that way the people in poverty, through either social reasons or whatever else, feel that they are a valued member of a community, be an organisation, and if they feel that their opinions matter to someone at least, then they will constantly grow and evolve.
Made me step back and take a look at myself and realise that anything anyone else can do, I can do just as well.
The event I went to was the launch of the Community Links campaign Need Not Greed at the Jubilee Rooms, Houses of Parliament. The government had released a new white paper for benefit reform at the time, and what we were basically there to do was to discuss it, to add extra ideas and to oppose a few of the ones that they had. There were, I think, 3 or 4 of us on the day, myself, yeah, and others. I was called upon as someone with experience of the benefit system who has quite a lot of negative experience and positive experience, where I was actually fed up of being passed from department to department and dealing with different advisors all the time and having to call up every time anything went wrong. And also I knew well about all the punitive measures that get taken about people who simply fail to sign one day. We've all got points to get across, and you know, I feel that somebody has to say something. I just wanted to see a change myself. What I gained from the experience is a taste for policy work and also public speaking. As you can see now, I think 2 years ago I would be terrified to be standing in front of this camera.
It was actually an honour to actually be invited to do it, and to actually be in part of, you know, our VMPs and the European Union, you know, big room. One of the key points that I actually spoke about on the time where there was the fact that if you want your medical notes or anything like the notes that you're actually entitled to for free, you have to pay a charge for. But I found it was interesting, the stories that you got from other countries. Because even though you know it's going on, to actually be in a situation where you've got people that are actually in your shoes but in a different country, I found that really interesting.
My experience of those days wasn't really just to put my voice across, but to listen to everybody else's. And because a lot of what I had to say didn't mix with what they were saying, but if I listened to them and then I said what I said, and then we took sort of a mixture of the two and worked out how it came across best as a combined effort, instead of just one country saying there but another country saying theirs. It was using bits of it all to get the voice across and the understanding of what needed to be done. The government needed to work with the people in the situations, but also with people that lived in normal situations, to come to a conclusion of how everything could work for everybody.
Yeah.
I was able to tell other people what we'd done in France, instead of literally just leaving it at what we did there. It's moving forward by being able to tell other people what happened there, so more and more people find out, and then more people will find out from them, and it will just keep expanding. So it's not just stuck in a sort of like vacuum and not getting the message across.
I have made a difference in my community I have a friend who was homeless and she had nowhere to go and she was at rock bottom, and we took her in, and even though she was on a sofa, she still had a roof over her head, and we've helped her get the help that she needs. She was with us for 2 weeks, and now she's actually with another friend of mine a couple of doors down, and has got her own bedroom. It's the first time she's had a bedroom in 12 years. It's nice to be able to help others and give back what you've been given yourself.
If we can make a film, why can we not, do other things as well? You don't necessarily need to have a piece of paper with a qualification on it to be valuable.